Hello and welcome to the studio. Like many of you car enthusiasts watching this channel, I watch a ton of car racing. If I'm not at a track or working on my car, I'm usually glued to a screen watching brightly colored four-wheel machinery jockeying for position at circuits all over the world. But somewhere during my hundreds of hours of watching racing of all kinds, I came across a certain realization. I actually enjoy watching club-level amateur racing more than professional racing. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Here are my top 4 reasons why club racing is better than pro racing. Number 1, they race the cars that you drive. Professional GT racing cars are awesome to look at, but they aren't exactly relatable. Yes, many of us lust after Ferraris and Aston Martins, but once you get over how rare and expensive they are, they just aren't all that interesting to watch. And there's no wonder. Chances are you don't have any personal connection to them, you don't drive or own any of these cars, so you have no personal attachment to them whatsoever. Compare that to the myriad of readily attainable cars that fill the various classes at the Sports Car Club of America. They have classes for cars of almost any make and model, any of which you could own and drive on a daily basis. For example, are you a fan of tuned imports? Well, the Super Touring classes are full of wicked fast motor swap sports groups. Are big American V8s your thing? Well, how about an entire field of pony cars in the American Sedan class? Maybe you like high-strung classic sports cars from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Well, they're alive and they're racing hard in the H production class. You don't have to look hard to find a race car version of a car that you've owned or maybe even drive today. And when you see someone racing a car that you have a personal connection to, you can't help but feel like you're part of the action. Number 2, the fastest car is not guaranteed to win. If you watch Formula 1, Le Mans, or really any top-level motorsport, you pretty much know who's going to win before the race starts. Unless something crazy happens, it's usually the team with the fastest car. Not so with any club racing series. Just take a look at the Australian Improved Production Series. The fastest car varies wildly from race to race depending on the track, conditions, and which drivers show up. The fastest driver isn't guaranteed a win either. Most of these cars are prepared by private shops and run by small 1 or 2 person teams. They don't have the bulletproof machinery and ironclad strategy that pro touring car teams enjoy. Just watch this gut-wrenching moment where the runaway leader suddenly drops back due to a mechanical problem. Well, guess what? This kind of thing happens all the time in improved production. The races are so amazing and so unpredictable that you literally can't look away. Now, when was the last time you thought that about a Formula 1 race? Number 3, the racing is wild. Just because someone doesn't make a living off of car racing, it doesn't mean that they're slow. Some of these so-called amateur racers have pro-level skills, and when you let them loose in well-prepared machinery, you get an intense, slightly insane level of racing that you'll never see in the manicured, sponsor-friendly world of professional racing. Check out this clip from the US Touring Car Championship race at the Laguna Seca circuit in California. These racers don't have sponsorship set or driver contracts to worry about, so they aren't afraid to go full tilt all the time. They will happily go nose to tail and come within millimeters of tearing the bumpers off each other's cars just to get ahead. And these club racers give no quarter, even amongst teammates. You see that? You will never see this kind of teammate on teammate action in a pro series. Number 4, you can do it too. This is my favorite point of all. You see all those crazy racers tearing up the track? Well, that could be you. Unlike in the world of pro racing, you don't need to be under a certain age or have a relationship with a big team or come with millions of dollars of private sponsorship to have a successful racing career. Case in point, look at 2019 SCCA Super Touring Lite champion Danny Stain. Stain is a hugely successful driver whose spin and win at this year's Runoffs made him instantly famous amongst American racing enthusiasts. In a recent article in Sports Car Magazine, Danny revealed that he's the fastest he's ever been at 61 years of age. Yes, he's a very skilled driver and works very hard so he can win, but at the end of the day, he's a guy with a day job, a family, and all the responsibilities that you and I have. And he's not the only one out there. As long as you keep yourself relatively healthy and don't give up on your dreams, you too can be a hero to tens of thousands of motor racing fans out there. And that goes for all of you, regardless of whether you're a 45-year-old office worker or a high school student dreaming about a life where you drive fast cars. That's all I have for you today. I'll leave some links in the description so you can see the full versions of these races for free and see for yourself just how good club racing can be. And of course, don't forget to leave some angry comments below if you disagree. In any case, thank you very much for watching. I will see you at the track.